Yes, today, the principal of NUP, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Bobi Wine, landed in South Africa. We all know he started his international freedom tour from Canada to the United States. Now he's ending it in South Africa. It started here in Uganda when he announced a freedom tour all over the country. When he finished the first phase, he decided to go to the international community. We all know that the international community does a lot of work. So as for as far as opposition politics is concerned. But when he arrived in South Africa, it is said that the Ugandan government sent officials to bar him from meeting the Ugandan people living in this country. We all know South Africa has a sizable number of Ugandans who live in this country who have been standing with Bobi Wine ever since he announced his bid for the presidency. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the reason as to why the government decided to send ISO to counter Bobi Wine in South Africa, what it means to the politics of the country, and most importantly, what we can learn from this. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There is a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. I dedicate this video to Rashid Seguja, a political prisoner who has been in cancellation for more than 3 years. So that is Bobi Wine when he was entering South Africa. We all know that the South African president and the Ugandan presidents are friends. They have known each other from the 70s. Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, was also in the bush at one time before they got their independence in 1944. So I may not be surprised that the Ugandan government sent ISO. ISO is an acronym of the External Security Organization to counter Bobi Wine's freedom tour in South Africa. Let me first give you the video as Bobi Wine was alleging on this before we proceed. Here is the tape.
yakubye simu negamba nti muli wano muninze muli violent nawo kimanyi nti balimba mwebale nnyo kukuuma mirembe naye ate mwebale kuyimirira ku right Uganda temwatisobole kunyaniriza ate ne wano bagezezaako okuleeta dictatorship yabeyekale wano balikoze ndi musanyufu nnyo ebisinga tugenda byogerako nga tusinkanye kuba nange
That was Bobi Wine when he was talking about his ordeal when people were trying to bar him from meeting the people in South Africa. And this is a sign of two things. One, If indeed these people went to Kyagulanyi and told him those words, it means that ISO is involved. You know, ISO is an organization which has a responsibility of gathering intelligence outside the country. So I think they got intelligence that BOBI WINE was going to meet people in South Africa, and they tried to play with the South African government. But as you know, South Africa is one of the biggest democracies in Africa. If it was other countries like Rwanda, like Sudan, I don't think that BOBI WINE would hold such a meeting. But since South Africa is a big democracy, there is no way they would have stopped this meeting. Secondly, it is continuing to show how our government is so petty. Okay? Because imagine how beautiful it is for any opposition leader to do his activities as he wishes, so as long as it is under the law of the land. And also the government does its own business. At the end of the day, the Ugandans will be the one to decide. Okay? So our government is becoming petty each and every day, and it has always been petty. 3, it is also a sign that when BOBI WINE comes back here, they may put ISO agents on the same plane with him so that they arrest him immediately after he touches down the Kampala airport. This is my thinking, because it won't be the first time. There's a time when we were nearing the 2021 general election, they did the same. They put an agent on the plane and they arrested BOBI WINE on the Entebbe International Airport. They drove him to his home in Magere. So I think this is going to be replicated, because the People Power Movement and the NUP party is preparing to receive their principal, to receive BOBI WINE on the 5th. That's the day after tomorrow. So I may not be surprised if ISO agents are put on the same plane with BOBI WINE, so that they bar him from being received by his people back in Uganda. If a country can send agents to another foreign country when a person is going to meet Ugandans, what can bar it from setting up agents in the same plane so that they pick up BOBI WINE with an aim of barring him from meeting the people who are going to receive him on the airport? So for me, I think this is a deliberate attempt by the government, but I don't think this is the right direction if we want to be a good democracy and a good example to other countries. Of course, that's my opinion. You can also tell me what you think by commenting on this video. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. Peace.